to the 12 days of beer. Except this year, it's a little special. It's the 12 days of NA beer. Starting off today,
North America beer.
What's that? It's America's beer?
North America beer.
North American
NA.
beer. NA. So all of these beers actually have 0.5% alcohol or less. So all of the alcohols we're going to be enjoying during the 12 days of beer will be very mild, very light, very different, and have all of the flavor, hopefully, with none of the ramifications of being enhanced by alcohol. So one that we all know and love from our hockey games and such is Labatt Blue Light. Or in this case, Labatt Blue Non-Alc.
Non-alc.
Our hockey games, Curtis? What are we? What are we, Canadian?
We go to the hockey games. That's what they serve, remember?
I don't go to any hockey games. I don't even know what a hockey game is.
I don't know what hockey is.
Just gaslighting us right now.
There's no crying in hockey.
He's never been into a hockey game in his life. Well, Dave, I'm pretty sure these are a twist off, so I'm gonna Yep, it's a twist off. It's not comfortable though.
It's all right. I got a shirt.
That smells like bread.
What kind of bread you bread? Because
beer bread.
Beer bread. Whoa.
I got a Snack Network glass, so we're getting fancy.
Oh, I'm not gonna pour this.
I'm pouring it because I want to see it.
In my opinion, this is good because we'll have different experiences. I feel like if you're drinking a non-alcoholic beer, it's because you're probably still socializing, right?
Yeah.
To participate. That's how I would drink an NA beer, right?
Mm-hmm.
But so I imagine
if you're calorie conscious, because these have far less calories than their alcoholic counterparts.
what is the calorie count on this one? I'm actually curious now.
This one's actually 72.
Okay, so it's
70 calories.
It's a little less than a Miller.
About half. About half of the normal calories is the normal estimate within these.
Okay, because a Miller's 90 calories. I thought that's their whole big claim to healthy fame.
Something like that. Yeah, it's under 100. I think. Oh, it's 96.
Under 100.
Well, if you get one more calorie, you get so much more taste. That's their tagline.
It does smell like beer bread.
It smells like beer.
Mm.
I don't.
It's definitely it's a light one. You can see completely through that.
Check out that head.
No head, not at all.
I think this is also a really good place to start too. It's
absolutely.
It's just a very basic. This is what I would drink if I was going for this.
Yeah. All right, gentlemen. Well, cheers.
Cheers. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Mm-hmm. I like it.
Me too.
I think
it's a lot.
I think it's almost undistinguishable.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's distinguishable.
It might be a little sweeter than regular Labatt, just a scotch sweeter.
It's sweeter. It's definitely sweeter.
I always get a whistle in my nose for these things.
I don't drink a lot of Labatt Blue. It's not my go-to. It is a lot of people I know's go-to.
Mm-hmm.
But
if you handed me this and said, "Here you go," and started drinking, I wouldn't be able to tell you the difference.
No,
without knowing what's on the bottle.
That's kind of what I like about these non-alcoholic beers. I become more health conscious. I've been trying to be, and one direction I've gone with is switching over to non-alcoholic beers and mocktails, things like that. Because alcohol, it has several different things it does to the body. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a medical professional. We're not getting to that. But I'm trying to find one that's been almost indistinguishable, and this is pretty close, to be honest, and some of them get pretty close.
Yeah, something about eating at a bar, eating wings at a bar, you're yeah, I like the taste of a beer, right? But there is a line to I've had enough beer, I don't need more. Exactly. But I just want the flavor. This, if they had this, I would actually say this is perfect.
I drink Coors and the macro brews. I think that the flavor, the watered down flavor, but something there is akin to unsweet tea.
Yeah. It's got that tannin quality to it.
Yeah. So you want that flavor because it's a unique flavor. You can't get it. Well, it's a beer flavor.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of, I don't know if either of you have had one of the non-alcoholic wines. But one of the larger ingredients, or like the mocktail wines, what they do is they oversteep black tea to get that dryness and that flavor and that like feeling in your mouth.
Have you tried any of the hop waters?
Yeah, I've tried actually a few of those.
Okay, I have not tried any of those.
It's very different. So this actually has like the wheat, the malt, the probably barley in it as like the main flavor profiles.
Tastes like a beer.
Yeah, it tastes like a beer. And then the like the hops are an afterthought. The other in the hop waters, it's like that is the flavor. You're getting the hops, the citron, the like aroma hops. It's very different, but still good in its own right.
I had a couple hop teas. People are really into the hop teas. I like the hop teas.
I think I reviewed one of those a long time ago from Whole Foods.
Yeah, I had one a long time ago too.
They're tasty, to be honest. Like as a beer alternative, it is delicious.
Yeah,
and I'm big on these things. This has not been my favorite. It is good though.
I would drink this one again.
Oh, absolutely.
And I use this as an example because this is probably the one they would have at the bar, right? Yeah. And so if I needed another beer to finish off my wings, I didn't want more alcohol. There it is.
Yeah. Especially like because it's a little lower in calories, like say it's roughed out 120 for a regular beer. Yeah. There's actually a couple things. It's not going to bloat you like a normal beer. And also the really nice thing is you can drive after this.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to worry.
That's the other thing about these too. And is if you are the designated driver, you can still participate.
Yeah. You still want like a quote unquote beer because you like the flavor, like a lot of us. I am a big fan of the flavor of beer. This would be great because you still get to chill, just have a beer, quote unquote, and you just get to enjoy your night.
Yep. I like this one. Labatt Blue.
Yeah, and this is the best thing used for non-alcoholic beer is?
What's that?
Just watching, giving it to without telling your alcoholic uncle and watching him lose his mind.
Watching the people who think it's alcohol drink it thinking it's alcohol and then they just go crazy. There's a psychological test with that, isn't there?
I don't know. Or can you legally bring non-alcoholic beer to like a school?
I wouldn't want to try.
I've always wondered if I could drink non-alcoholic beer in certain scenarios where I'm not allowed to drink beer.
It's like you bring it in terms of like a soda or something.
Yeah, like what's the harm if I put it in my lunch bag?
You don't have to be 21 to drink it, do you?
I think you have to be at least 18.
I think you have to be 21 to buy it.
You know what the craziest thing is, like when you were 18 back, like when our parents were younger, that you could buy 3-2 beer and it wasn't considered alcoholic enough to be restricted.
Isn't that basically what this is?
No, this is less than that.
Even less than a 3-2 beer.
3-2 beer was 3.2% alcohol.
For this to be considered non-alcoholic, it has to be less than or equal to 0.5% alcohol.
Yeah.
Tune in next time for the next iteration of 12 Days of Beer, where maybe Jeff will show up and maybe even Santa Claus. Thank you.